having your own gym with Red Dot is we do like our monthly workouts where it's like our whole thing is physical health is mental health.
Yep.
Right. So you okay if we turn this around really
Absolutely.
quick on you?
Yeah.
Cool. So owning a gym, working out. I know we come in here, JP's lifting 300 pounds, getting all heavy, all that, getting buff, all that, getting ready for summer. But what are your opinions on physical fitness in regards to mental health?
JP, do it.
There's a lot of things. I think I've said this a few times before on this podcast that like confidence and self-love come with consistently hitting the gym and giving a shit about what you eat. I think that goes a long way. Also, if you're in here consistently with other people who are consistent, then you're around people who usually have most of their life in check. You know what I mean? Or at least prioritizing themselves. So I think things like that definitely help with mental health. I don't know.
I think surrounding yourself with, other people that have the same mindset and the same goals and, the same ambitions that you do really help.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I think I have a couple different takes on this. One is, I mentioned this before, it can be a good coping or management system. I think it has to be managed appropriately. Some people can kind of bury themselves or drown themselves when they use this. I don't like the term therapy, like gym is therapy. It should be part of your lifestyle. Therapy is something you do maybe on occasion to kind of get through or whatever. Exercise should be something you do regularly, frequently, right? And if I had my way, everybody would be doing it at least 3 to 5 times a week. They'd be lifting some weights. They'd be getting their engine going, right? And they'd be surrounded by people that were supportive in the healthiest possible way, through encouragement, through picking them up when they're down, and providing them insight or feedback that positively impacts their health. And that might mean in some cases it's not a competition, man. Just being here today is a win for some people, and let's pat them on the back for that, right? For others, they do have very, very specific goals, and so again, the helping them to make sure they're hitting those milestones to get to where they want to go in a very safe, healthy, productive way. And when I say safe, that's a very general term, but I mean that in all of the ways that word may mean in the dictionary, right? At the same time, I think how does it help? Well, when you start breaking down the science, there's a lot of ways that it helps. I mean, if it's cortisol, right, all the time, right? If it's cortisol, adrenaline, right? That feedback loop ends up hurting, or let's just say winds up offsetting other chemical reactions or hormonal reactions that are going on in the body. And those hormonal reactions are responsible for a lot of things, right? Your sleep, right? Your mood, your
sex life.
Yeah, 1000%. Your ability to gain muscle versus, and burn fat as our bodies are designed to do. All of those things come into play when it's not being applied appropriately and in a positive and healthy manner. You start to see a lot of fucked up things happen, and then people overcompensate for those things. And it can, and in that sense, it can actually compound all the problems or all the things psychologically or emotionally somebody might be going through. At the same time, I've seen people come in here and use this as somewhat as therapy, quote and air quotes therapy, and absolutely break down after a long day, because this is the 1 hour or the 1 hour, 3 days a week, or whatever they have that is for themselves. They do set aside for themselves. And it's that 1 hour, however many days a week, that keeps them quote unquote sane and happy. But to your point, I've never met anybody that committed to a consistent and healthy workout program, exercise program, that was unhappy about it or regretted it.